people in Mexico or China or India, you're competing with all these people in this country. So, I mean, see, that's what I mean. There's so many rabbit trails, so many effects, so many different sections of the general paradigm. To try to go down any one of them breaks off into so many different other areas where you can explain this to people. But it's better for them to just start making the connections for themselves. And once it happens, it's a chain reaction. And people all over the place are having this renaissance, this revelation of understanding. A great enlightenment, an awakening is happening. And so the establishment senses that. And that's why you suddenly see all the anti-drug ads and all the ads about how busting people and taking their liberties is good and how, the world's flat, shut up, accept it. Larry's troublemaker over there. Let's let everybody see Larry Stern, folks. For the Now that's devilish. That's government programming right there.
What does Larry do?
Larry works at a local church.
So, since we are a music magazine that I'm interviewing you for, I might have a few questions relating to music.
Sure.
Okay. These might sound kind of cheesy, but...
No. Hey, man, you're great.
What are your top 5 favorite bands of all time? It doesn't have to be 5. Maybe 2 or 3 or something like that.
Well, I mean, there's been a process of listening to music, but obviously when I was a teenager, I liked Metallica, before it was on the radio. Because there was a political message there about the New World Order. Really, the early Metallica music, you do hear all that. And I liked, always liked classical music. I like the old classic country, like the George Strait stuff, the Johnny Cash stuff. I like that. Really, it's an eclectic. I mean, I listen to a lot of different types of music. I like choral music. I like Beethoven. Some of his Christian songs. Those are really powerful. I just like a whole spectrum of music, but I don't like much of the pop or, the kind of stuff that we see constantly being spewed. And I really can't stand most of hip hop because, I mean, you hear one song, you've heard them all. I got cars, I got gold, roll, super G, got the Cadillac. That is such establishment destruction of our youth where they don't feel like they have any value for ideas or beliefs. It's just all about image and just the veneer. So that kind of music really disgusts me because it's meant to destroy whole generations. And I can't stand Madonna and Britney Spears and just all that cynical manipulation of the society. It just really is very offensive.
Are you aware of any bands currently that have issues relating to the New World Order?
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And a lot of bands, they just put little messages in there. I mean, talking about hip hop, Eminem, has that song about the kings of the New World Order, the Rhodes Scholars, how it's all a big scam. And I actually know that Eminem has actually done a few songs talking about the New World Order with a group called Guerrilla News Network. And that's when he started getting attacked, when he started doing some anti-New World Order stuff. Not all the pop stuff you see on TV, but I still not a big fan of that music. There's a rapper called Paris who has just amazing songs about how the government carried out September 11th. Look at Larry over there. But I know that Tool has got a lot of comments about the false reality. I know that but there's a lot of music. I listen to music and I'm so busy now. I mean, I work generally about 14, 16 hours a day, so I don't have a lot of time to focus in particularly on music, but I hear a lot of it in the music, talking about oppression, the New World Order, the false reality. I mean, there's a lot of bands out there that are talking about it, from rock and roll to even punk rock, country. I mean, you do hear it, but generally it's not going to be the stuff you hear getting spewed 24 hours a day. Maybe later I can think of some others because there's a bunch back there I just can't get to it.
Yeah, I was like thinking of System of a Down and their
That's who I was trying to think of the name of. Yeah, they've got the songs
Prison
I've heard.
Planet, or the Prison Song, I think is what
Yeah.
they call it.
Yeah.
It's all about how they want to turn the country into a giant prison to keep all this drug use.
System of a Down. Yeah, but that was on the tip of my tongue. Yeah, I've heard some of those songs on the radio, and it seems like they know all about it. It's pretty sophisticated what they're describing. Yeah. That's what I mean. I'm thinking about 10 different, and later when I'm on the spot, I'll be able to think of the bands.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you play any instruments yourself?
No. I'll play that kazoo right over there. That is when I do music with Kevin, when we produce songs. That's my instrument right there, and in fact, let me play it for folks right now.
Oh, you got the mic on.
Mic down.
And Kevin taught me how to play this. So
Oh,
see,
There you go. You got to hum into it.
see that, folks?
I just taught him.
It took years of training. So, yeah, they're trying to. I've had a lot of offers to travel the country, kind of a worldwide tour, but, well, I don't know. Couldn't handle the groupies up. But,
okay. And
attempted humor.
and then let's see. One last question. How do you think the people of Austin and Travis County perceive you as a news outlet?
I'm not really a TV person. I do better on the radio because I'm calmer and I can articulate ideas in a more succinct fashion. Not to say that they're always that succinct because things are so complex. It's hard to go over it all. But I've had some really good cable shows, and I've done some good productions, some good documentaries. A lot of the time I just go in there and we just turn the cameras on and the light on, and I got a whole stack of horrible stuff the government's doing, and I can't stand to cover it anymore. I can't stand to look at each article and try to articulate anymore. I mean, it's depressing, but at the same time, it's very fulfilling to see the results of standing up to tyranny. But sometimes I get overloaded on it, and just the sheer wickedness of those in control, and then watching them pose as our saviors on the news, and tell us how they're going to take care of us. We'll just give our liberty up, and we'll get security. Well, we know we'll get tyranny. But I think that over time, a lot of people in Austin didn't believe what I was saying. They didn't understand what I was saying. But over time, they saw things happen, and they began to process information on their own from alternative viewpoint. And so I think I have been instrumental in waking tens of thousands of people up, many of which now are more articulate and revealing in their ideas and research than I am. So if I could just be a fire starter, if I can just be a fire starter in the minds of men and women, just like Thomas Jefferson said, to get the thinking process going, then I've done my job. Because that's what's frustrating for me, is that the blaring, obvious nature of the just out of control corruption and despotism that's going on, and the government being caught in these lies perpetually, and again posing as good guys. It's just so obnoxious. Now we're going to interview Larry Stern, ladies and gentlemen. Hey man, thanks for the interview, and I look forward to being in your magazine and newspaper.
Thanks a lot for taking time out and doing it.
You bet.
I really appreciate it.
You give us the thumbs up, Alex.
Here.
There you go. 2 thumbs up.
Let me see those pictures, Larry.
What's the name of this magazine? So
Rank-
it is.
The Rank and Review, the Red River Review. It's based here in Austin, Texas.
And when will this be out?
Not this coming Thursday, but the Thursday afterwards. So I
Week
guess-
from tomorrow.
yeah, week
So
from
the
tomorrow.
end of September,
Like the 24th.
September 24th.
Yeah.
Lord Booth.
You can have like a version we can put on the website.
I'll give you PDF.
Okay.
Look at this leadership. I'm just sorry I was all fried today.
I think you did great.
I whine a lot. I'm just like, Kevin over there.